The lights go out, we are underway, and again, Martin all over the place. That's skidding, that's slipping on the dusty surface, and he's dropped right down in the order, and he's into the clutches of the likes of Johann Zarco.
And look, Bagnaia, explosive off the start, nearly went wide, and I thought Marini was going to get underneath him, but he didn't.
The championship next takes another twist already early on in this race. Pecco Bagnaia takes the lead from the off, and Jorge Martin is behind his teammate, and he's down there in 9th place.
Yeah, we've seen it so many times, riders with a practice start spinning up a lot. It was a concern of a lot of the riders.
8th, actually, as he came through the first sector there for Jorge Martin, so he's going to have to do some more bumping and barging as he did yesterday. This is the start again. Look at Martin. Watch how many goes he has at it.
Yeah, spinning again. It's so dangerous. We talk about banning ride height devices. This is one of the problems. This is another major problem. If this goes 180 on him, you're in the middle of the pack, you're led on the floor, the guy in the back row can't see you, and there's a big accident. So
we have seen them so many times over the years, but look at the frustration from Danny Romagnoli and Fonsi Nieto as Brad Binder puts a big hard pass in on Marc Marquez. Do you know Marc Marquez said yesterday about the Binder pass in the sprint? He said, yep, fine by me. Marini will be thinking himself he has to manage his front tyre. He has gone with the soft front. Similarly, Fabio Quartararo and Frankie Morbidelli on the Yamahas. Gresini bikes switch positions for 3rd place as Alex Marquez comes through, and still Jorge Martin not making any inroads. Johann Zarco's had a moment there, and you just saw as he got offline, he runs it wide.
Oh, that's going to be tight with teammates. Digi up the inside of Alex Marquez. That Ducati's definitely quicker. Here we go, mirror signal manoeuvre.
And same for Fabio Di Gianantonio. No, Martin gets through on Marc Marquez then and up to 6th place. That's another point. Oof. Oh, hello. Fabio Di Gianantonio.
Super aggressive. The man who has said he's not very aggressive, I tell you.
And here comes Alex Marquez now.
Oh, what a shot.
Marini again.
What a shot.
You saw how much it had to be a lunge, and Brad Binder will say, thanks very much for being my can opener. I feel like this is working in a way for Jorge Martin as they all do battle. Martin's got a little bit of clear air as well, and maybe then we'll be able to come back to this group as the race develops. So it's been a strange start to it, hasn't it? Pecco Bagnaia has led from the off. So much dust being kicked off by the riders as Brad Binder lines up Alex Marquez down into turn 1.
I held my breath the whole way there. I mean,
I never thought Alex Marquez was going to give way. Finally, Maverick Vinales makes the pass stick. And he finally does get through at turn 4 now.
And you feel now he's got through, he'll be able to potentially catch that group in front. Oh no, it's massive now, isn't it? That's grown. I mean, I can't believe how slow.
I cannot fathom what's happened here with Jorge Martin. And now Marc Marquez is going to come through. Martin's got real problems here. Oh dear me, we thought this championship had been blown wide open yesterday, but we could be heading to Valencia, and it could be done in the sprint. Oh, and Marquez runs wide, trying to hold off Jorge Martin, and Martin comes through, as does Fabio Quartararo. And Jack Miller has got past Zarco now. You feel like Di Gianantonio has a bit more pace. Oh, I tell you what, Fabio Quartararo, that was a late one. But through he goes.
It's a typical turn 10 pass. I've seen so many of them over the years into there.
Now Maverick Vinales has just been released. He's just set his fastest lap of the race.
Oh, Marquez pushed wide again. I think that was Miller went underneath him. Hey up, Bastianini has just set the fastest lap of the race.
And Johann Zarco has got through on Jorge Martin and runs wide. So Zarco did put the pass in on Jorge.
think Anea Bastianini's about to do his teammate a favour. He's closed on the back of Jorge Martin.
Yeah, he's right there behind Marquez and Zarco. He's actually just got through on Marquez, as now Alex Marquez has to fight back to Marini. Scrapping hard for the final podium position here. This is the lead duo.
Look at Digi, it looks comfortable, doesn't it?
Oh!
Tell you what, there'll be tears down in Gresini if Fabio Di Gianantonio manages to win a MotoGP race.
Marquez, Alex runs a bit wide, and now Maverick Vinales is through. Here we go again. Di Gianantonio trying to find a way past Pecco Bagnaia. He wants to do it cleanly.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And it is going to be.
Exactly. Played it perfect.
But is he going to run a little bit
Normally,
wide mid-corner? And Bagnaia, how much risk are you willing to take now, Pecco Bagnaia? Nervous moments for Tardozzi and co down in the factory Ducati garage, but you can hear the cheers as Fabio Di Gianantonio takes the lead of a Grand Prix in MotoGP, well, at least for the first time this year. He led, of course, from pole position back in Mugello last year.
And what's so interesting now is what Pecco will be staring at his pit board. He'll need to see the information, what the team are telling him, and it'll be +5. So all of a sudden you think, okay, right, I've nobody behind me. So that takes the pressure off straight away. Look at the speed difference there.
And Bagnaia late on the brakes, as we always know. Oh, and Bagnaia has gone off. He's gone into the asphalt on the outside of turn 1. He did try and make the move instead of sitting tight. Thankfully, he does have 5 seconds behind him because he rejoins in second place.
How strange. I mean, you could see the closing speed. Look, the bike was quicker, definitely quicker, but it's the first time, look at the heart rate going up on Tardozzi, but it's the first time he breaks into turn 1 without that downforce, without the wind. It was in the wake. What a difference that makes. And then all of a sudden, I mean, that was close.
Digi's got 3 seconds on Bagnaia. He's got 1.6 on Marini. Marini's got 6/10 on Vinales. Vinales is closing fast on Marini, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's down to 0.3 actually. Maybe should have a good look at that one in a moment. Still, oh, Zarco! He came from miles back there. Was he trying to protect Jorge Martin or something? But
I think so, but he was coming from so far back. I can't, but yeah, that was close.
Again, I have scratched my head so many times today about things we've seen in races, but what we've just seen is one of them, but perhaps this is the biggest one of all. Fabio Di Gianantonio is out of a MotoGP ride, and he becomes the 8th different rider to win a Grand Prix this year. But how emotional is this one going to be as he takes his first ever MotoGP win? Pecco Bagnaia salvages something for the championship. He's going to take a huge lead down to the final in Valencia, as Jorge Martin can only cross the line in 10th place. He's looking straight away at his rear tyre. He's had a problem from the off. The championship takes yet another twist as Pecco Bagnaia celebrates second. Fabio Di Gianantonio is going to be in tears. It's a MotoGP win for the man from Cattolica.
Unreal.